Hi, this is Soulgazer. So today I got this jersey. It's from Nike.com. It was on sale plus the 20% off on the sales that they had. But the sad thing was, not all the jerseys that were on sale were eligible for additional 20% off. I think there was a New York Knicks jersey. They were authentic and pretty good price, but it was still too expensive. So I didn't pick them up. And also, I thought I got Blake Griffin, but I got DeAndre Jordan instead. So this is LA Clippers DeAndre Jordan Icon Edition. MSRP is $110, and I got it for about $80. And before we get to the review, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well as liking the video. Thank you. So this is made in Thailand. A lot of the jerseys that I have seen that was from Icon Edition were from Guatemala, at least for Warriors. And if I remember correctly, the Thai model, which includes All-Star jersey, had a lot of issues, so I'm hoping I'm wrong. The neckline is not even here. The thickness of the white rib area is way different from left and right. And I think it's because of the way that they fold it too. I think they fold it incorrectly. So before you buy, make sure to check this area to make sure these are even. You know, thick or thin, either one is fine, but make sure it's not different. Also, the curve of the neckline is off. One is curving in, one is curving out. So make sure to check this part too. So the rib knit, you also want to make sure the stripes are lining up. So it looks okay right here. They look pretty even. And the rib knit uses 3 different colors, red, blue, and white. And they are yarn dyed. So they're using 3 different yarns to make this rib. And they use different rib knit for the armhole. The armhole here is solid blue rib knit. It's the same type of fabric, just different color. And shoulder warping is not too bad on this jersey. And the shoulder seems a little narrow. So stitch on the bias tape kind of annoys me. It uses white yarn on the inside, but on the outside it uses blue yarn. So when they stitch them together, it creates this blue dots. I actually prefer having a matching inside yarn, just so that it looks like a cleaner top stitch rather than having all these dots. It's a standard thin print for the swoosh. Let's look at the logo now. Letters are individually cut. As usual, it's heat transfer patch. It's a fabric that has adhesive to it, and it uses white base fabric. Blue line is not a cutout, it's just a print on the fabric. If you look at it closely, the edge of the line is a little blurry towards the thin edge. And same detailing throughout the name. The edges are a little rough around certain letters. It's just a tiny bit, so nothing major. And same patch fabric for all letters, grain going the same direction, which is good. And the number uses the same fabric. and solid white. Let's look at the back now. So it uses the same neckline rib on the back too. It's just one piece. And on the back, top stitch is a little bit more distant from the fabric edge. That's pretty standard too. And the shoulder panel looks pretty good on this one. And this side looks pretty good too. Heavy warping around the name. This is from excessive pulling when they're stitching together or adding the heat transfer patch on it. This side is not too bad. NBA logo uses the same type of print as a swoosh. It's a flat print, unlike the authentic that has more 3D look. And heat transfer patch was the name as well. And they're all white. And the jersey number is the same as the front, but bigger on the back. So the side panel usually have a evenly placed between front and back, but for this one it actually takes more space on the back, so it's a little more wider on the back side. Whereas the Warriors, they're actually matching between front and back if you lay them out flat. So it's about ½ inch difference. And it's not because of the way that I fold it or lay them flat, because they both have the same difference between front and back, about ½ inch. And other than being off-center placement, it's pretty simple rectangular panel. It also has horizontal line and no slip because this is a Swingman jersey. So it's a rubber-like texture similar to swoosh, and it's using a lighter blue compared to the base fabric. Because of the rubber-like texture, it feels a little sticky. If you look at the inside, you can see all the unevenness of the stitch. But the seam allowance is folded in the correct side, as well as a care tag and hang tag going the correct direction. That will not bother you. It'll lay flat. Let's try them on. So because the Clippers words aren't in one patch, unlike Warriors logo, it doesn't feel thick around the chest area, and it moves around a little more freely. And I personally like this better. Other than that, I have no issue with it, with my hoodie. So it's a square fit, so it fits loosely. So even if you have a big belly like I do, it's not as obvious as some of the other teams' jersey, like Cavs. Cavs has a really tight fitting cut, so the belly will show a lot easier. But this one is a lot more forgiving. So overall, it's a pretty simple jersey, but there seems to be a lot of problem with its construction. So if you do decide to get them, be careful. Make sure to check the jerseys before you buy. And if you're going to match this with sneaker, some of the recommendations are Nike Air Jordan 1 Top 3. It'll go with all the colors, or Nike more up-tempo, the white and red one. It'll be a subtle matching with this jersey. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please press the like button as subscribing to the channel. Thanks so much for the support. See you next time. And I'll be doing this jersey review soon.